this channel was so it was so big in regards to numbers. Fox News gets 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Bloomberg gets 6,000, approximately 6,400, 2,500 for Fox News, and Vatican gets 17,000. So even with the Vatican, I mean, dude, it's kind of funny, you know, the Vatican, even with the Vatican getting the numbers that they get, this guy, Sean, this kid, this 21-year-old kid now is over 21, the impact he was making. Sean, I want to make sure that I give you plenty of time. I don't want to cut you off because I know that there are probably, you know, hundreds of thousands of people wanting to know, at least 27,000 people wanting to know. I did see a video, and there, you know, there's a lot of controversy that surrounds this issue, and you know, for the people that care, and I did see, for whatever it's worth, I did see a video where you said I would give the first $500 to, you know, myself and the ministry and making these DVDs, I guess. And then everything above that, I'd give to the Sick Children's Hospital or Sick Kids Hospital. Now, in defense, I have not seen every video that you've done, so I'm just telling you what people have emailed me and showed me. Can you speak to us a little bit about this?
Yeah, certainly. Basically what had happened is I had first asked my subscribers to donate $1 to me, and I said if I had reached $500 after receiving $1 donations, then anything above and beyond that I'd send off to Sick Kids Hospital. And I'd specifically asked my subscribers not to donate amounts like $500 to me, because let's face it, if I was going to sustain myself on a monthly basis off of these people's donations, I couldn't rely on one person sending me $500 every month. That's just not fair. I didn't want to be a financial burden to anyone, but I didn't think asking $1 from a large group of people was that big of a deal. The problem is people, YouTube, you know, you can cut up people's videos, you can leave out certain statements, and likely the video that you watched was a cut-up version of my original video where I specifically asked for $1 donations. In any event, people started donating 20, 50, 100. Two people even donated 500. And that was all within the first week. So I quickly retracted my statements. I made another video explaining what had gone wrong. I changed my policy. I did apologize, and I even put a statement on my website explaining the difficulty with what I had originally asked for, and then I even said if someone had donated to me but felt that I had either misrepresented myself or they felt that I was somehow cheating them, that I would be happy to refund every penny. So ultimately, I did change my donation policy very quickly, but atheists and others on YouTube who want to discredit me, they like to misconstrue me, and they like to pick on the things that they felt I had wronged them when, you know, they weren't even the ones donating to me in the first place.
Okay, so the official story from your camp is that I asked people to donate $1 only, and then as soon as I got 500 people that donated, that's $500. Anything above that, then I would give to charity. So let me ask.
Right, because I wanted to build a donation base of people. I didn't just want one person donating large amounts of money.
Sure. Now, given what we've talked about, that there is so much, you know, there's so many feelings against this type of a thing. In fact, here, I know you probably don't know this, Sean, but we don't accept donations. I work for advertising and sponsorship. We just don't do the 501c3 thing because, you know, I have a lot of friends that are in the 501c3 business, and they do, you know, fine and wonderful. But for me personally, I just thought, man, you know, I know there's a lot of hardships with it, a lot of baggage come with it, so we decided not to do that here. But nothing against you for doing that. But my point is, this is just from, you know, one guy to another guy. It seemed like, okay, once you got the $500, cool, you got $500, you got what you wanted. Over anything above and over that, so say you got $1,500 or $2,000, it may come across, and you may disagree with me, but it may have come across that anything above $500 you were going to give to the Sick Kids charity. And so even if one person donated $500 in itself, do you think you should have given anything above $500 to the charities and not kept any of it?
Well, I think that's the problem, because what if someone else, and this indeed happens, someone else donates $500 to me in support of my ministry so that I can get out there preaching? What do I tell that person? Oh, sorry, you donated too early or too late, and I'm going to send off all your money to charity. So I did, in fact, end up corresponding with most of the people who donated and asked them, you know, do you want me to keep the money or do you want me to donate it to charity? And I've saved all my emails. Most of them who donated large amounts said, no, 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 you just go ahead and keep it. And I've saved those emails. So to be fair to those who donated large amounts, they donated not to, I mean, let's face it, if they wanted to donate it to a charity, they could donate on them by themselves, but they were donating to support me and the work that I was doing on YouTube. And I think it would be unfair to them to just send that money off. And do you get kind of what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. All I'm saying from my side is, and like I said, Sean, I don't know the whole story, dude. I'm not the judge in the case. I don't know. But it seemed like possibly anything above and beyond $500, you know, that your agreement in the original video that I saw some of said, I'm going to send it to the sick kid. So it seems like there was a little bit of, well, now I didn't, you know, I mean, bro, I know how this works. You go out on the major airwaves, you now have 27,000 subscribers. You didn't ever think you could have this amount, and now you got this amount, and whoa, and you got all this response, and you're like, whoa, I didn't know I could actually get this amount. And so maybe the rules change in the middle of the game, and you say, well, maybe I need to keep the because, and do you think maybe at all there was some mishandling there that it maybe could have done better?
Certainly.
If you were to do it over, you could have done it better?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I'm totally okay with admitting my mistakes, but the whole thing was basically a misunderstanding, and I came right out and apologized and tried to fix it. But once the damage is done, the damage is done, and the people who want to hate you, they're going to find every reason they possibly can, and they're going to use it over, and they're never going to let it go.
So you did come out and apologize and say, look, I did this wrong, I lied, or I wish I didn't.
Well, I didn't lie. What happened was, like I said, it's just the original intention was to get $1 donations. People were donating larger amounts, and that really screwed up my original intention. So I think it was, I'm not saying it's my fault, and I'm not saying it's their fault. The whole thing was just a major mishandling of, like I said, I was slightly naive, I would suppose.
You're a young kid, too. I mean, you're 21. This is the other thing I thought about, dude, is that, you know, you're a 21-year-old kid playing in the big kid's game. I mean, you're on YouTube, you're in front of the whole world. And, you know, things could have been done differently, probably.
Certainly.
Okay, so the one thing I want to, and we'll leave from this subject for a moment, but I felt it was so crucial to talk about this because there was so, I mean, dude, I'm telling you, I got emails and emails about this one subject, so I felt like I wanted to give enough attention to it. I know, can you stay on for the next half hour with us?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll do that. So, now, what about when the attack came from people, either rightly or wrongly, like you said, you know, either, you know, once it happens, and then the onslaught happens from people. At what point did the death threats come?
That happened probably 3 weeks ago, 3 to 4 weeks ago.
Oh, just recently?
Oh, yeah, very recently.
Okay, now, how long ago did you stop producing videos on YouTube?
Immediately as I received the death threat.
Okay, so this is a very recent thing, is what you're saying.
Very, very recent.
Okay, now, you know, believe me, bro, I want to be objective here. I don't want to side with them or with you or with anyone. I want to be in the middle here and try and get to the bottom of it because I think there's a lot of people that care. I'll tell you this. I got emails from people that have given you money, and they totally support you. I'll be honest with you. They said, look, you know, it was the devil attacking him. I gave him so-and-so amount of money. I support him. You know, I'm getting off work early tomorrow to listen to the show live. I mean, there's people that really care about what you do, and there's people that really hate you. There's people that say the death threats are nothing more than wanting to get out of the rat trap that he's in.
Right.
How would you respond to that?
Well, number one, I'd ask them, you know, if you want to be empirical and scientific, as so many of my adversaries want to be, what empirical scientific evidence do they have that I didn't receive death threats? It's easy to slander someone and say they're lying, but the truth is only me and the people who receive the death threats really know what's going on, and I loved my YouTube ministry. I mean, I loved it so very much, and it breaks